Stop recording.
Hey guys, what's going on? What's going down? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to me. I was going to do a vlog this morning, but unfortunately it's not happened, so I'm doing a vlog now. And this is the old sit down and discuss. Unfortunately, I've had to put my camera on the floor because I've got no tripod. It would have been on my desk earlier on, and this is kind of a discussion about the channel in general, and there's going to be a new channel hopefully soon. But here's what we're going to discuss, unscripted, untouched. First of all, welcome to my channel. If you really want to check out some of the vids, you can do. If you want to subscribe, please do also. I mean, we have quite a few subscribers and stuff. Now, as a New Year's resolution, the YouTube channel will be the goal of Mind Mob. Now, it's not going to change anytime soon. It's still going to have the pretend radio station stuff on. There is going to be a brand new channel in the new year. So we'll discuss that as well. But first, let's get down to the nitty-gritty. Let's get down to all the videos. And let's get down to what we're doing and an update as well. And spoiler alert, we're going to discuss Magic Silver Room as well. I know people have been asking about that in various things. First of all, I'm going to also give you the update to CyberClans in this video. There has been the court case for it has now been closed. For those who know, the CyberClans website has been renewed. And someone else bought it. We lost the ticket on that one. So, yeah, unfortunately. But anyway, let's get down to it. So first of all, I want to talk about a brand new podcast that me and Andy are working on, called the MGRX Podcast. We're working on that. On Friday, so on Friday mornings, it's the first thing that we're going to do. We're also doing YouTube videos from that space. You probably see the odd YouTube video from here and from, but they'll either be from, if it's a rushed one, if it's a midweek one, which there'll be some, or if there's ones that are going to be for, say, certain days, whatever, they'll be done at my office in the garden. My garden office. And most people want me to discuss a lot of things, so there'll be some midweek vlogs as well. There'll be some, I want to do, though, speaking of some vloggy content, if people want that, I want to carry on doing the weekly vlogs, because in those videos, I felt like I could put my whole sort of diary of
Low battery.
what I've done in the week.
Close button. Low power mode. Low power mode. YouTube back button.
So yeah, so obviously, for the vloggy content, I really want to. I don't like holding the camera in the face, but like I say, I've got no tripod. It's gonna be. I'm charging the phone now, so. Yeah, I kind of want to do. Actually, I might be able to. Let's just try something. It might not work. Every time you put the charger in, you can't lean the phone up nicely. You can do it with the iPad. Reminds me. That needs charging too. Oh well, that's going to have to come out. That reminds me, on a school night, I'm going to have to move that. Diddly-doo. So,
AC adapter off. Hard disk removed.
are we charging? I didn't feel a woo as it goes again. Sometimes it doesn't do it.
Cat B. Bravo. Stop recording button.
Right, let's put that in there and see how we get on. I'll assume we're charging. Yeah, I can lean you guys on the rug. Sometimes a bit difficult job to do when we've got the charger in, but yeah, I can still do it. So first of all, I want to discuss so for vloggy content, we're gonna go with a weekly vlog, and that's gonna come out when it's gonna come out. I don't really know, it's not gonna be scheduled to come out. The pretend and play office videos, like the material for reading and all that kind of good stuff, excuse me, they'll come out on the Fridays and the Saturdays. There's one going out today, which is a tour around my office. This vlog's going to go out today. It's going to go out tomorrow, but hey ho, it's going out now. So, so there's a tour around my office which I've just done. There's a tour around that. So, there is, the reading stuff. So the next video I'm going to put out is, more kind of business type talk, but it's all show and tell type stuff at the moment. The office tour one was a real good one. I've done my home office one to death, but I might talk about my home office stuff again. I'm also going to do some talks, just some show and tell stuff, and where we are with certain things, updates and all that kind of stuff. That'll be going on through the week. But at the end of the week, the Friday and the Saturdays, that's where you're going to get all the good videos, the really, really good content. So, I don't know, it's the next one that I've got is going to show off two Salvation Army magazines. So, we're going on with reading material at the moment. Reading material is, and again, it's stuff that I think, but I was going to do the more sort of show and tell type vibe with the Salvation Army magazines. So that might be a little longer video. I don't know how that's going to pan out, but still, we'll see. I don't like editing long videos, which is why the weekly vlogs will come out on a Saturday. We'll edit them and we'll publish them then. Because, yeah, they'll be long, they'll take a while, they'll probably be about however long they can be. And it's just me going out and about, me showing stuff off. Because you can do that in a vlog, whereas it depends what type of video. We do have a show and tell one, but that's going to come out in the week. And then we have a few more things to come out during the week. I got an old video which I saw on WhatsApp. I want to bring that out as well. So I don't know, just whatever I feel like putting on the channel. So like street photography stuff, street videography stuff, just filming in general, and any plans I want to work on. So, yeah. But as work goes, and I might do a couple of videos from here if I'm doing real quick tutorials. There's one video that I am doing from from the cellar anyways, because I'm doing it from my laptop, so it doesn't really matter where I do it. And that's the database one, the mock database video, so wait for that, because that is going to be a video. But I think I'm going to talk about databases, and that might be a longer video. We'll just see where it goes. It might be a 2-day. You might have to wait for 2 weeks before you finish it, because there's a reason for it anyway. So there's a lot we're going to be doing in the next few weeks. We might even show you how we do things as well, because people say, "Oh, you're a web development company. What websites do you design? What websites do you develop?" We're changing, because we, at the moment, me and Tom, we haven't advertised it really as well, but we're not happy with things at the moment. I want to just tell you what. Well, I've just had this discussion with you guys now, right? Last year, we had a fantastic year. We had probably one of the busiest years that Mind Mob has had. The past 2 years, we've had a really busy, but it slowed up towards the end. We didn't get the last job was for CyberClans, and we got a few customers that we're doing stuff for, but we're going to change it. We're no longer going to be what we've been, and we're going to sort of switch it up to being a web agency than being a sort of a, and we're going to be more of a tech solutions company than because it gets us more stuff in, and so it doesn't mean that we're not going to, we're not going to drop our customers. It just means that those customers, we might get somebody else to do those customers. And we're going to start doing more work with apps and online databases and stuff like that. The work that we can get with the big work. The small work, we're still going to keep those customers. We're just not going to work with them as much. We are going to work with people that keep phoning up going, "My website's been hacked." There's a few people that do that all the time. And to be frankly honest, it does happen. But there's people that just like to moan about it. Now, the beer company, we advertise for them because they pay us to put their adverts on. They pay for their adverts. It's strange because we do those free adverts. Now, you remember the there was a real thing that took place, and we used an imaginary thing. We've not actually told anybody about it, but the Sutton's charity thing, they did a charity thing. We pretended that we were doing it. We were going to a beer festival. It wasn't a beer festival, but we pretended that it was, and they had a party and a little disco and everything. And Kath and Ray did a speech and everything, and we didn't charge them for We didn't charge them for advertising for the beer company. When you had the vouchers, when you had to use the code, the money went to Kath and Ray. It didn't go to us, unfortunately. We didn't get anything off it because we took a very small cut because it was two independent companies. And even though being greedy is good in business, necessarily when it comes to, and technically it's a family matter, and it's a bit personal. It's just something that I didn't want to do. I didn't want to go, haha, well, yeah, this is my gig. I'm taking the biggest cut, and there would have been people going there behind the back going, oh, and it would have gone, oh, look at their charity there, because charities get a bad name. Unfortunately, it's how it happens, and it would have fell on, oh well, they've but we didn't put the charity number on. We did the way we did it was because when they went to the pub, they would have used our code. That's how it would have gone. And even though we were pretending to do that, we made pretend vouchers. We did it all in, it was a 2-week thing, and it ran out. But still, it was the most viewed thing on our Facebook page, and it was the most viewed thing. We didn't put it on our WordPress blog, which we should have done, but it was the most viewed on Facebook. And we didn't take the picture. I got someone because I wasn't allowed to take my phone that day, unfortunately. My stepdad didn't allow me to take my phone, but still, I got the picture, and I spreaded the word around. And the whole thing about it was us saying, right, well, use the voucher code. We will spread the word, and we technically we're about that. Now the thing is, right, that is a good charity, right? I'm gonna say it down now. They're a real charity, and I'm just gonna boast. It's my time to boast, right? They're a good charity because they don't have administration. They don't have these administrators, and that's a good thing. They do it for, it's their son. It's they say charity starts at home, and it does. Yes, you have people who support the charity and sponsor it, but it was our chance of getting to the high street. You've got to understand this, right? It's charity shops kind of own the high street now, and this is like, well, we're into 2020, and the internet is dominating the high street. And so when you think about how far we are from the high street, and you look at that and everything. By the way, if Kath and Ray, if you're watching this, we are an imaginary company. Mind Mob is an imaginary company, and when we used your event on the Facebook thing, which we did, there isn't a real voucher code there, so the people didn't click on it. But right, here's the standpoint. Right, this is me talking as a big businessman. Yes, it's good to be greedy, because if you're greedy, you can, if you've got a chance, if you say, right, look at if there's a high street store on sale, 20 high street stores on sale, buy those 20 high street stores if you can make the money off them. And the landlords have to be greedy so they can get the money, so they can keep everything rocking and rolling. When you pay your rates, it goes to these big landlords. Now, the problem with the landlords is they take and take. But you've got the internet also dominating the high street. So sometimes you've got to be a good entrepreneur and understand that, greed is, in fact, internet is probably the best chance to be greedy. Because if you've got a Facebook page, own that Facebook page. If you have a website, own that website, and literally just own your customers, own your audience. Um, whatever journey you're taking on them on. And the thing with the people who view the My Mob page, and I'm gonna say this because I look at it and I know it's had this year the views have dropped because we haven't been posting much. The views upped last year because we posted loads. But the problem with Facebook is it's like window shopping, right? So you, as a business owner, you have to own that and say, look, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna take down all these companies, right? And the thing is, you can. I mean, I know on this street there's about 4 or 5 companies. There's a few imaginary companies actually, but we're actually friends with Rosebank, who's on the same street. We're friends with Imagination Station, and you get friends with these companies, and you get right. Because one day you could go right. I'm going to build a community of different things, and in fact, I'm going to do a DJ Megatron video soon about building a community because it's important, right? But coming back to Mind Mob, you could build a community of one day. You could look down your road and go, right, on my road I've got a home, I've got a restaurant. I mean, if you're living in, say, the likes of Birmingham, you might be living in a town centre where you've got all these things, or you've got probably about 20 businesses on your doorstep. But have you got 20 small businesses on your doorstep? Because the independent businesses, and I'm saying this, the independent businesses are going to, they're going to rule high street one day. Because they're not all about online distribution. Yes, they do have an eBay store. Yes, they do ship online. But they don't really, they're more about the customers that walk past the shop and they go in. Right? And sometimes, I mean, if you've got like the Cambridge Walks, the Cambridge Arcade and the Cambridge Walks are 2 classic examples. In the Cambridge Arcade, you've got shops like you've got the gift shop, you've got the Monk, you've got the Boulevard Cafe, you've got the Jasper Sweet Shop, you've got the Tap and Bottles, you've got a barber's shop. You know, already you can see a community that's been built, and those places are pretty expensive, but still you see a hive of community down there. And the Cambridge Walks, you've got the Make It Workshop, and you've got some second-hand shops down there, and you've got the cafe, and you're near to the toy shop. So the hive of communities is like knowing where those people are. You know, I mean, Lord Street's, Lord Street's suffering at the moment, but hey, I'm just giving you a picture of communities and neighborhoods and stuff. On this road alone, we've got a few homes, we've got the park, we've got a pub, we've got a nursery, we've got a chip shop. I'm talking from both ends. And literally, and sometimes people don't look about what's on their doorstep. They don't look at what on their doorstep, And probably you need to get a picture of what is around you, because oh, by the way, we've got the church on this road as well, so a lot of people go into the church. Do I handpick customers from the church? Yes and no. The church that I go to, there's a few people that come to us. I tell you, some of my imaginary customers I met in the Tap and Bottle. So that's where I got my work originally. But it's knowing those people, it's knowing, who we've done work for in the past, and that, you know, many things that we've done, and up in the game. Like, we're now going to design apps, small apps, hopefully next year. A lot of internet programming. So we haven't stepped away from design. I mean, we've still got jobs in the pipeline, but it's just the way it is. And yeah. Now, I've gone off the thing a little bit, but in fact, I know people are probably saying, "Oh, your building business." Well, in fact, the building business is reopening, but the reason why I'm not shouting my hat off about it, I know a few people know, the reason why is because we haven't. Me and Charles. Charles has been very uncomfortable last year, and this year, he's deciding, I want the building company to spark back. The garage, he wants to be his hobby. Charles will tell you, we're going to do I'm going to do a little interview with him at some point, so you get the flow of what's been happening over the past years. Charles has had a few up and downs. There was business divorce. Now, you can get married to the wrong business. I had a pretend business before, which was builders' offices. We fell out with the person that had that office there. We fell out with them. And we left, but then the building company moved here. And so we kept hold of the company. It wasn't like we changed the name, our hearts weren't in it. So when your heart isn't in it, and there was business divorce in the air. There was too many managers. There was people pulling each different ways. There was people going different routes. Money was in the wrong person's hands. And so it all just blew, and there was a big argument. And divorce was in the air. And the thing is, in business, there was a book on this. My mummy had found a book. And it was really interesting. I wish she'd read it all out to me, but there's only parts of it I've heard. And apparently in the book, in fact, if Mummy still has the book, that'd be a great book to show off. That'd be a brilliant pretend and play office session. And it'd be and some of my pretend and play office sessions that I do, if I show off like reading material, I want it to be educational. I want people to watch my videos, and I want that journey to be But anyway, when you're married to your business, like, your business becomes your wife. Your business becomes. I want you to think about that, right? Your business becomes your wife. So when you're in business, yes, you can have affairs with other businesses, or if you have the wrong idea, it can be like going to bed with the wrong partner. For example, if you've got an idea that swings the other way, like my imaginary friend Tom, and I'll talk about this in another video a bit more, because but anyway, my imaginary friend Tom said, what's wrong? He said, we talked, and I can't remember the full conversation, but he said, do you want to do building or do you want to do IT? And I was like, I want to have an IT business. Well, the conversation went down that route of, I want to be an IT business, work with technology more than working with bricks. That has upset a lot of people, and I'm telling you now, it still has this very day. It's like there's a lot of people saying, oh, it's like they get back together and make up. Now, there is a happy ending to this, because I want to cut to the chase. So what happened was, Mind Mob was born, and then we stopped Mind Mob. We put the building business back together, but again, it didn't work out. So I let Charles go to his garage and do whatever he wanted to do, which was a hobby in the beginning, but then he started making money from it, and then he went into business with Matt for a while, and then that didn't work out, and now he's gone and done his own thing. And he's gone his own route. But he's going back into business with me. I think he's going to. He's going to have a smaller garage. I don't think he's going to work there much. He just, he wants to slow down a bit. I think he's, he's in a big. He's got 2 garages in Kew, and one of them isn't doing great, and the other is just hasn't got enough staff to run it. So we're in them times. We're in them times. So we had rows because we had 2 companies in one office, right? 2 companies in one office. Now, it could have worked, but we had 2 companies doing different things. We didn't have one company doing one thing and one company doing another. And I got the idea for someone else that it could happen, but it just didn't. And I don't know what's going to happen, but we do have to book up to a few ideas. And Charles is coming around to the fact that, do you know what, going back into business with me wouldn't be so much of a bad idea. So that's what's happening. And, because when me and Charles were in business, we really enjoyed it. We really, relished it. And, you think of all the good times that we had. There was some great ideas banging around in that office. The only thing that shut the whole place down was the castle. I think if people, if Jack Anderson had come in then and had said, I don't like that idea. But it wasn't like that. It was a go-ahead. And when things are on a go-ahead and things are moving forward, there's no way that you can pull back. It's too late to pull the reins. So there was an argument brewing at some point. The castle wasn't everybody's favourite thing. And to be honest, I'm so glad that we, things have moved on and a new chapter has opened, and Nan and Jack are both in graves, sadly. I mean, it's a sad story, but it's one that has a happy ending. We've got an office here. Gig and Ellis donated a desk because they wanted to be a part of the business, and I mean Ellis. I don't know. I don't know what it is that they wanted, but I don't know. They did the office. They installed the desk, and no, Dad installed the desk, but they. I found out a few things about Gig and Ellis, and they've kept it all hushed up for a long time. But strangely enough, they gave us a desk. We're not gonna complain about that, and we got a till on it, and as you all know. So me and Charles are going back into business, and everyone's going, yay, wow, But I think Neil wants his place, and unfortunately we don't want to do that because we're happy with the web company there. But Magic Silver Room's opening back up because it's gonna earn us more money, and it's only gonna be a small team. It's gonna be the same team that does Mind Mob, but we're also doing Silver Room as well. So I thought I'd add that to the pie, and it's just going to be a blog that we all sort of put to. I mean, the Facebook page seems to not do as well as it used to. We were going to do a video magazine, but what we're going to do instead is just publish a blog and have all the posts going there. And we're going to make it really good. So we're scrapping all the old ideas that we had. They'll still be online for people to view if they so want to. I mean, Magic Silver Room still ranks pretty well in Google. We're the only Magic Silver Room that, has got about 6 YouTube videos. 6 top videos in the YouTube search. But anyway, so I've talked about marriage and divorce in business. I've talked about a lot of really interesting things. Right, so I've announced about Magic Silver Room, and hopefully we're also what we want to do this year, because we're in a brand new year. I have had exercise on the brain. We've had Christmas, and I've probably maintained or put a tad of weight on because I didn't exercise over Christmas. I never exercise over Christmas. I take a break, but I always say, "Oh, freaking hell, I'll do the gym seriously" and all that bullshit. But the Apple Watch will be charged up soon and updated. I now have a smart speaker, so on a school night I can chuck the phone in the other room, and on a weekends have the phone with me in the same room. I've got the old Nokia N95, it was going to be a PBX system. It was going to be a VoIP phone, but it's just a calendar and clock. So it's another smart calendar and a clock. I no longer use the camera on this, so it's basically retired. I've got a few things backed up on here, but really it's just that's all it does. So again, when we have a school night, if you know what one of those are, when we have a school night, this thing will be turned on, and the calendar, the calendar and the phone and everything. And I've got the calendar on Alexa, so I don't need the iPhone in the same room, because I can just add to the calendar and do all of that good stuff when I'm out and about. And this phone's just a crappy old slide phone. It does have, I can get the internet on it, but it really wasn't intended for that. This phone was back in the day, this was a call and text phone that had a super duper MP3 player on it. It still has a super duper MP3 player, but it's been thrown around in its day. It's had water spilt on it. It works when it wants to, but the clock and that on it, which reminds me, she still powers up. Let's see if it's gonna Ooh. No, she's doing alright. She's doing alright. This has crashed on me before in the new year, but it shouldn't do.
Zero forced memory no. Dot delete some data from phone memory. Dot okay. K1. Listen. K2. Exit. Exit. SIM card registration failed. Okay. /0/.
No, it should be alright.
Notes. One of SIM card registration failed. Search. No calendar entries today.
So
Saturday window. 04/Sunday window. Monday window. Tuesday Wednesday window. Wednesday window. 08/01/2020. Left parent. No entries like parent. K1. Options. K2. Exit. Exit. SIM card registration failed. Okay. /04/01/ switch off. Exclamation mark. 1 of 8. K1. Okay. K2. Cancel.
I'll shove that in the wall in a minute and get it charged up, and then on Monday this thing will go off. Well, the Alexa will go off first, because I'll have the Alexa to put 2 reminders in, put the radio on, and it'll be the Fun Kids radio channel that we have on, and then as soon as we hear well, in the weekdays it'll be 6:45. We'll have the radio on for, and then as soon as we hear Sean and Robot, we should be getting up. Well, before Robot, we want to be getting up before Robot, because the 7:30 hooter sounds. So we want to be up before the 7:30 hooter. But on a Friday, we can get up at the 7:30 hooter on a Friday. So, on a Friday, we can wait for the hooter, which is when Robot goes, sound the hooter. So, no, it's Sean when he sounds the hooter. So, yeah, that's my morning routine. As soon as I hear that, and obviously I'll go in the gym and put my Spreaker show on. Or Spotify, depends what I'm in the mood for. And then I'll do my gym work and then have breakfast, 8 o'clock. And then I'll be ready to, have my wash and be ready to hit the town, doing whatever I need to do. But on Monday afternoons, I'm taking my braille net with, not this Monday because I'm on a walk, but the following Monday, I'm going to go swimming. And then after swimming, I will hit the life rooms and find a space so I can work on my book. Because every Monday I'm going to work on my book. But like today, I've done a fair bit of my book. So on a Monday afternoons, I'll do my book, and on a Tuesday evenings, I'll do my book. I'm doing my Mind of a Burger podcast every 2 weeks. I've decided that because, yeah. And then the middle of the week, I'm at the house group, and then on a Thursday, I'm at church. So really, the evenings are back to normal and the days are back to normal. So I can't really, my book, I could probably, if I left early enough on a Tuesday, I could probably sit in the life rooms before men's group and do my book. So I might start doing that, and then on a but definitely Monday afternoons will be the day when I do my book, and the Tuesday evenings will be the day where I work on my book. Because I'm up to 2,800 words now, and it's basically, it's got lots of attitude in it. So yeah, I'll do a video on that at some point. The cyberpunk book, it's to my liking. It's my sort of, it's what I'd want to read out of a book, I think. So, yeah. So tomorrow I'll have half a lion. Half a lion taken from me. That's okay, because I've had 3 lions this week. It would have been alright if I had a proper lion on. If that proper lion on Thursday would have gone alright, because I would have got up at 10 o'clock. Wednesday it was.
WhatsApp now. Sophie Thong at WhatsApp now. Natalie Jones at Henshaw's Memories. WhatsApp now. Sophie Thong at Henshaw's Memories. Microphone. Voice message.
If next year I don't know what's going to happen on New Year's Eve next year, but hey ho, we'll see. I might not get to see the New Year in next year. Who knows? It'll be the first time that hasn't happened.
WhatsApp now. Natalie Jones at Henshaw's Memories. Microphone.
You know,
voice message.
Where you're forced to go to bed early. Oh. But nobody really like properly rings you and stuff till the day after. But then it's like really quiet. So anyway, this will be the last night that I stay up really late and you know, I've actually exercised a little bit this week, but not all that much. So there was going to be a bit more of me just discussing a lot of stuff. But yeah.
WhatsApp now. Sophie Thong at Henshaw's Memories. Microphone. Voice message. Stop recording.